Okay, so Mr. Joe, how does it feel to be your age, sir?
Well, it doesn't feel much different from what it did 5 years ago. It's not really much different. I think you're as old as you feel.
Okay, sir. What are the best parts and the worst part of being your age?
I suppose, I don't know, the best part is probably that you've got a lot of experience, you know. Anyway, the worst part is, you get hurt easily and it takes a long time to heal and that kind of thing. But, yeah.
Okay, sir. So what is the most important lesson that you have learned about making a better life?
The most important thing I've learnt about making a better life,
Yes, sir.
I think, is not to be scared of making mistakes. I don't think one must ever be frightened of making mistakes. I think that that's how you learn.
Okay, sir. So what advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self, I think I would actually say, be prepared to make more mistakes.
Yeah. Okay, what do you love most about life today?
Um, well, I think the people that are in it, my family, people I teach, friends. I think it's people. People,
Oh, yes, sir. What is the biggest change about life today versus what life was like when you grew up?
Oh, look, the huge change is the digital world. You must remember when I was a child, um, there were no cell phones. Television was new. So I think there's a huge difference. People now can communicate in a way that they never could communicate before. Before you had to write a letter to someone. Today, email happens instantly like that. I think that's the biggest change I've seen.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. What was school like when you were growing up?
Well, I enjoyed school. I went to boarding school, and I was quite privileged, I suppose, really. But I wouldn't. I would change the kind of schooling I had. I wouldn't go to boarding school. I think family is much more important. Again, a huge change in schooling is the technological change.
So do you remember Toughees from your school days?
Toughees.
Yes.
Yeah, not really. I actually found that school was very easy. I did quite well at school, and it was easy. I never had to work very hard. I played games, and I had friends. So life was actually quite good. Although I think I would have preferred to have been at a different school.
Okay. So what stories can you tell about your school shoes?
My school shoes.
Yes.
So what I did at school. Well, I played golf for the week of free time that you get before writing the trick. So that shows you how I didn't really work very hard. I was always sad to go back to boarding school, but it was always great, fantastic to have the last day of school. When you're in a boarding school, the last day of the term is wonderful.
Okay, sir, and that's all, sir, and thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Okay.